How are you going to take $400 from someone and only give them one night to stay? Mold is everywhere. There's a huge area where there's a lot of prostitution and a lot of drug activity on the outside of the doors. All I have is a microwave and there's spider webs. So this is like a shelter, more or less, for people that, you know, the less unfortunate. We're getting ready to go meet the lady. I'm going to keep you guys in my front pocket. What is up, guys? Thank you for watching Franco Travels. So I was gonna have this video specifically for Patreon to update them on what I'm going through, but I changed my mind. I want everybody to know that this kind of sucks, and for you guys to look out for this whenever you are visiting the beautiful country of Argentina. So I had rented this place off of Airbnb a little bit earlier, and the lady had charged me $400. She said that was gonna be a deposit that I'll be able to get back. And that was a lie. I did not get a deposit. In fact, she stole my money. And right now I'm in the process of trying to fight for it back, texting on WhatsApp, and having to kind of force legal force to try to retrieve my money back. Instead, she booked me in a place which I thought was gonna be a safe little area so I could come out, eat food, come back to the house, edit, and good Wi-Fi. I got none of that, and instead, I am in the middle of an area where there's a lot of prostitution and a lot of drug activity on the outside of the doors. And this is the location that she gave me. I only have one more day with these keys till I see her tomorrow, and apparently she's gonna give me some money back. I don't know how accurate this is, but I literally had to fight to the nail to get whatever, God knows what she's gonna give me back. So right now I'm underneath my apartment area, and there's just nothing but abandoned buildings, abandoned areas everywhere. People sneaking in, living on the inside, or stealing. But it gets worse. She sent me pictures that this place was fully functional with security. This actually has nothing. It shows me, it's just a camera, but that's it. There's nobody you can contact. Supposed to press something. Nobody does anything. And I think an alarm just went off. And then look at this beautiful thing. Mold is everywhere. And there's a huge water leak on the very top of this. This place is absolutely disgusting. I was only able to stay one night, so I told the ladies, like, look, I'll give you 35, 50 bucks for one night at this location, just because I have to find another place and get out of here. Let alone I was stuck here because I had no SIM card. So there was really no way for me to call or get an Uber, or I had to figure this out and go on my own to finding a place. But let me show you the room that apparently has everything, which in reality has absolutely nothing. So now I go to the second floor, hoping that this elevator does work. This place is this is one of the worst locations I've ever seen. I mean, I've been to pretty bad areas, but this lady definitely jipped me off. I gotta be careful. All right, I think it's this one. F. This is my old room. I can't even get the lights to turn on. All I have is a microwave and there's spider webs as I'm walking through here. Now, if you look here, all this area was filled with plates and glass for cups so you could drink. There was even a cooking pan here where you could cook food, you know, make your own food so that way you could survive. And there was a bunch of cleaning utensils. And then she says a refrigerator, right? Gets even better. All that is missing, completely gone. Let alone there's no pillows. The pillows are absent, they don't exist. And then when you open up this, how the hell do you put anything in the fridge when there's not even any holders for the fridge? This is disgusting. It's filthy. I mean, this is by far one of the worst areas I've ever had to stay in, let alone I paid $400 for a deposit, apparently, that I'm not getting back, or at least not all of it. I'll find out. I then tried to go look if I could get pillows. No pillows, no blankets, no nothing. Completely empty. And the place stinks. It smells of mold. It's pretty bad. This is actually one of the worst hotel. I never did a hotel review, or like it's not even a hotel. This is supposed to be an apartment kind of review. I've never done this before, and this being my first, this has to definitely take the cake. These lights up here that they have, little pieces of plastic hanging from the glass, doesn't work. It's not real. It's all a fashouche, a quizaz. It's not real. Just like my love life. Look at this. This is my pillow. No, there's no pillows here. I had to sleep on this one night. Again, I'm only here just to show you guys, and it gets even better. Then she says I have 5G Wi-Fi, right? This isn't even 5G. It's 2.4, but it still doesn't work. There's no Wi-Fi. You can't access it through your phone. It's non-existent. It's a kerfluffle. It does not exist. So you see how it says Paraguay? It's supposed to be Paraguay 930, not the 5G one. She says specifically click Paraguay 930, and it's 5G. It's 2.4G, but it doesn't matter because the password she gave me is incorrect. It doesn't exist. It's not real. I'm not gonna go crazy on the TV. I know it's a huge wall for such a small TV. I knew I was getting myself into. This place is morely for me to edit and work, so I don't really care too much for the TV. So the TV is as what it says, you know. To be fair, I'm not going to say anything about the TV. It is what it is. I saw this in the pictures. I'm surprised this is even here. AC does not work. Once you turn on the AC, it starts dripping water, and it flooded one of my book bags. Thank God it wasn't my electronics book bag. Covered it in water, messing up at least 2 of my shirts. And then she says a beautiful sky rye view or whatever, like a beautiful view of the outside of the city. So I'm like, cool, I need a window because I get anxiety. So without a window, I start to like have panic attacks. I need to have air. That's just how I am. I look outside and all I could see is my next door neighbor. Hold on, let me see if I could get a better shot here. Oh, and by the way, these curtains are disgusting. There's like blood stains right here. I don't know if you guys can see it, but you see how it's red? I don't know what kind of stains these are. I don't want to find out. But this is my view on the outside. So this is the location that I'm supposed to be renting out to call home for a little bit. Mind you, this whole place cost me $400 as a down payment. Not a down payment, but as a deposit. $600 that I have to do once I'm here. I give her $600, and at the end of the month or when I'm leaving, she'll give me back $400. That's in case I break anything. So I haven't even given her the $600. Of course, I'm not going to give her the $600. Forget that. Not in the way that this place is looking. It's horrible. I just tell her, look, I stayed one night. I'm not happy with what you said. You had a month to get things situated. You told me everything was good. You told me I had internet. Can't even work. So I had to go find another Airbnb while I haven't even got my money back for this one. $400 for a reservation is ludicrous. It's so stupid. You know what I mean? And so that's what I have to work with for tomorrow. So this here is supposed to be a table with chairs that I'm supposed to sit under or whatever. This does not even come out. It was a lie. It's a kerfuffle. Doesn't exist. A little butterfly flying into a teleportation device. No chairs whatsoever. So that doesn't work. What's that? You want to call emergency services because this place sucks? Doesn't work. See? Doesn't exist. Then you have this beautiful artistic design here that someone looked like they kicked the door in, chipping the paint. And if you want to look at what you're putting in the closet, at least the light in the closet does work. I'll give it that. I'm just upset because this is one of the dumbest decisions I've ever did. Never, ever, ever, ever put or give money to a place, to a location that you have not physically seen yourself. Because if you do that, you're gonna get screwed. And I trusted her because the last apartment that I rented before this one was in amazing condition. She actually took care of me, and I was able to see the apartment first. So I trusted her. This is why I have trust issues. I'm always getting my heart broken. I've been hurt many times before. This is another one that adds to my belt of a long list. But yeah, I gave her $400 up front, thinking that she was gonna take care of me, and I didn't even get a hug. And now making my way to the bathroom. Oh look, this one decided to wake up. This has been off the whole time, turned on. But making my way towards the bathroom, look at this. I don't even know what to do with this. How do you use a toilet that has that? And no, I don't know what that stuff is there, and that weird paper toilet there in the back. That's just, I don't even know what that is. But look at this. How does someone use that as a bathroom? I don't even know what that is. That's somebody's, that's wiring on the shower. I don't know, I wouldn't even take a shower here, to be honest. So just to be honest, I almost gagged a little bit just kind of looking at the toilet. It stinks here, it smells horrible. But this is where it even gets worse, is that when you want to wash your hands, the water that came out of here originally was like brown to black and then slowly turns to like a cleaner color. So that means the water system here is probably contaminated in this little general zone. But look how it sounds like when you try to use the water. I have to turn it off. I think everybody hears that. Okay. Yeah, it's just this one. Seems to make a really loud noise. And I remember the last time I was here, when I turned on the water, you can hear what sounds like a big sound coming from the back here, like all the plumbing just like having a heart attack because it's never been used before. But yeah, that is the crazy dilemma and situation I was in just living in this place. So hopefully tomorrow, which you guys will probably see, I might record it, I'm gonna link up with Claudio, which is my driver, and we're gonna see if we can settle some business mafia terms, because I'm in the country of Argentina. Apparently to get things done, you gotta do it yourself. So we're gonna link up with the lady and get the 200, and once I get the 200, then be like the whole legal avenue, and then let her know, it's like, listen, we are reporting you, or I am reporting you, and we're gonna see where we can go from there, and yeah, see what happens. So for the record, this is the location. I'm just putting it on record because I might even send this to the lawyer in case I have to follow, make it go super big and see what I can do to try to get my money back. But this is how I'm leaving the room, with complete respect. I'm not messing anything up, just showing it for legal documentation as well. Another thing, I don't know what's going on with the light. There we go. A little bit better. It's flickering a little bit, but that's not me. That's just the LED lights. Another thing, just for reference, I have to be careful here because I think there's a lot of illegal people living here. So this is like a shelter, more or less, for people that, you know, the less unfortunate. But, you know, I've seen places like this, but not like this. This area here is very, very sketchy. I don't even feel safe. And the locks to the door are horrible. It's just literally a key turn and the door's open. So we'll see how that is. Let me get out of here. So I'm now making my way out of this place now. And like I said, the mold here makes your eyes burn. It's pretty gross. But it's just, I guess, due to all the water leaks. And this is how I get in. So this little key here. Too late. There we go. And this is the road, or the street. This is pretty much my first night. Not my first night. I've been here for like 2 days now. But I've been going through this issue, which has been holding me back from recording. So I have to return these keys to her tomorrow. I'll update you guys, or might even put it in this video. But this is Argentina. I finally made it safe. I got my stuff secure and safe. And the good thing about this little place here is that right around the corner is the obelisk, the main center point of Buenos Aires, which is pretty cool. It's good to be back, get away from Chile for a little bit. So right now I'm in the main street, the main central street of Argentina. And this is one of the really cool buildings I want to check out to show you guys. And right up there is a huge obelisk. That is the center point of Argentina. And yeah, that'll be like my kind of introduction for this channel into Argentina as I go explore a lot of the crazy places that are out here on my other channel and for the travel channel. So since I've been out here, I've ended up losing my police gloves that I always use in a lot of my videos. Yeah, they're gone now. I don't know what happened, but I went to help this Uber guy fix his tire because the tire went out. And when I went to get my gloves, they just weren't on my clip band anymore. So they're gone. I have to order a new pair whenever I can. So I don't know if you can see, but there is a whole other floor that goes deep underground. That's the floor that goes underground. So I think those underground structures that you see on the ground from here actually is connected to this huge building here now. And as we speak right now, I have what looks like security or police just kind of staring at me in the backside. See if you can see them. But yeah, that's like security. But I think it continues and goes from this building, so it's like another extra layer that goes underground. This is the front of that big building complex here. I think I said it wrong. I said this was federal, and I think it's a big theater. See how it says it right there? Philharmonica. So this is it way up close. There are gates around it. There was a group of like YouTubers that, I don't know how they did it, but somehow made their way into the obelisk and climbed all the way up to the top and started filming the very top floor of everywhere around it. I don't know if they got arrested or what, or how the hell they got into here. But trespassing in different countries isn't the same as the United States. Straight to jail for US, but here is different. And someone just started playing music. And they got all them. Yep, there we go. But at this point now, I'm gonna go ahead and forward into tomorrow, which I'm gonna have a whole bunch of things to record doing that one with this lady in the hotel. I'm just gonna make it part of this video. Screw it, see how that goes. That being said, I will see you guys tomorrow. Okay, so it is a brand new day and I'm wearing the same exact clothes, but I had to get this done. I'm on my way to the location now to try to see if I can get my money back. Well, I'm not going to say anything until I get the money in hand. Once the money's in hand, then I'll go ahead and tell her that I'm going to report her and then make this huge deal. Hopefully, maybe I could get probably more back. So another update I want to tell you guys, I actually got the Airbnb host that's helping me out staying at a place now. She's going to actually back me up and meet me there, and she's going to see if she could talk to the lady. So the thing is that the way I talk isn't the best, so I kind of sound, you know, dumb when I speak Spanish. So she'll be able to talk more sense. She knows everything that happened. I let her know. She told me what the rules are, and she's gonna meet me there to talk to the lady to let her know that I'm gonna be doing a report with the police. So there's gonna be me, my driver, and the lady. So it's gonna be pretty interesting to see how this turns out. Wish me luck. I'm excited. I'm kind of upset because how are you gonna take $400 from someone and only give them one night to stay, and you don't want to give it back to them? So that's where I'm at right now. But luckily I'm getting $200 back. But still, $200 for one night is way more than what she should be getting. I'm probably gonna have to be careful recording because if she sees my camera early from the start, she's probably not gonna give me the $200. So I'm gonna be putting you guys in my book bag and pray to Jesus you guys are gonna be able to hear, because yeah, the other way around probably isn't gonna happen. Right now we're getting ready to go meet the lady. I'm gonna keep you guys in my front pocket, like right in here, and that is how it's gonna be for now. Like, again, I hope the audio is good. If not, I'll explain to you everything that happened.
Me tiene que dar una llave, ¿no?
Sí, esta llave. No tenía internet, nada.
Porque yo no tengo nada, no sé nada. Si quieren hablar de cualquier cosa, quieren llamarla.
O quería, pero no salió.
Pero esta vez, la verdad que sacarle $200 porque sí, nada más, porque se le ocurre, porque el departamento estaba inhabitable, no tenía nada. Yo te cuento a vos, fíjate a ver cómo lo podés solucionar. Yo soy ex agente de la CIDE. Hago una llamada por teléfono y le incendio en todas las redes, no van a alquilar ni una escucha para perros. No quiero llegar a eso. Porque la verdad, sacarle $200 por nada es un robo.
Sí, es.
Así que comuníquense mañana con ellos y fíjate a ver cómo hacen. Bueno. No quiero llegar a eso.
Bueno,
gracias.
So after that crazy thing that you just saw, you probably don't even understand what the hell just happened. But after that, he invited me home for dinner and we ate food, and we just act like it never happened. And yeah, thankfully today the cops didn't show up, because what he said that night was he pretty much told the guy that came down with the $200 to give me back, he's like, you know, if you don't give us back $100 more, I'm gonna burn your apartments down. And he works for the police or the FBI or whatever. That is not what I told him to say. The script was to say, listen, just give us back $100 and we call it even, you never hear from us again. If not, we'll have to report you to the police, so that way we'll file an investigation. I had no idea what he said until the guy looked at us, and he just looked like the face of fear was in his eyes, like something crazy just happened. However, the time is now 6 o'clock and I still have not received any information from the lady. I don't even hear anything. He hasn't heard anything. I don't think she's gonna give me back the last $100 that I should get, you know? I actually wanted to split it with the driver for even him helping me out going over there, but it all depends if she sends it. But so far, nothing. But if she does send it, I'll update you guys and let you guys know. Definitely keep you guys updated on Patreon. That being said, thank you guys for watching Franco Travels. This was my crazy touchdown adventure in Argentina. Sucks that that's the first experience I get is somebody trying to scam me out of $400. But the good news is I made back 200 and she took 200, sadly, which she does not deserve, but it's fine because karma is a bitch. But that being said, I will see you guys in the next glorious adventure. I'm gonna post this one and quickly get at it on my next video because I am running late. This whole thing has got me late on my channel. So if I'm late and you're noticing it's been a minute, it's because of this situation. That being said, I will see you guys on the next glorious adventure. Bye guys.